Gemini, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love reading. I do have a few announcements before we get into it. So if you want to go ahead and fast forward to the start of the reading, that's totally fine. And I will timestamp these down below since we're going to be breaking it up between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies. Okay, so definitely check that out. It's in the description box. All right, so anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk about a few things before we get started. So for those of you that don't already know, we have started a Twitch page. So definitely follow us there if you're interested in attending any future live streams similar to what we do on the YouTube live streams, but we now have my daughter with her own page where she's going to be able to get purchases for those readings, and we're separating them. So the first half of the live stream will focus on her being able to interact with you guys and giving you the opportunity to ask questions if you have any questions. We're going to be offering 5, 10, 15, or 20-minute reading options. It, of course, doesn't have to just be about love, romantic relationships. It could be about anything. The 15-minute and 20-minute readings will allow you to ask up to 2 questions. And again, it could be about anything. So we're, as I've mentioned, going to split it up where she does her thing for about an hour or so, just to be able to give you guys the chance to book your reading ahead of time. And that way, once I'm live, we're not having to worry about who wants a reading, how do you pay, and all that information. We've already taken care of all of those details during my daughter Cameron's live stream. I'll have all of that information down below in the description box. And we've announced it on Instagram, so there are posts related to that. Feel free to go ahead and check those out. Or you can always email us at celestialforecasts.official@gmail.com. Again, I'll have that info down below for anybody interested, but definitely follow us, subscribe if that's something that you're interested in. Now, for those of you, again, who aren't familiar with the Twitch platform, and I'm just learning this as I go as well, since we're fairly new to it. So on YouTube, when you subscribe to a channel, obviously you're just clicking that subscribe button and you're good to go. On Twitch, it's a whole different format where you can follow someone, but if you want to subscribe, I believe there's a cost to it. So it isn't much. As far as I know, it starts at $4.99. I'll, provide that information down below again, based off of what I find out. But I believe if you want to subscribe there, of course, we'd love for you to be able to do that so you don't miss any of the fun perks that we offer on Twitch, and to be able to watch live streams and all of that fun stuff. All right, so that's one announcement. And for our YouTube live streams, we're going to try to offer those. We're going to try for at least 2 times a week, but as we've already been doing, I'll go ahead and announce those way in advance. As soon as we know the details, I'll post it on the community tab here on YouTube and, of course, on our Instagram page. So if you don't already follow me there, my official account is The Celestial Forecast by Carrie. Just recently got verified on Instagram. So if you don't see the blue check mark, it's not me. Okay, so definitely make sure you are following my official page. There's a lot of scammers out there, as you guys probably already know, and the whole drama with the YouTube channel getting hijacked. So we're extra careful with how we do things nowadays. All right, guys. So I think that's pretty much all I needed to talk about. And of course, we'd love it if you like, share, and comment during this video. It definitely keeps our channel in the forefront of things. And that's pretty much it. Let's get into your reading. Okay, Gemini, let's get into your messages here, starting off with the divine masculine, taking a look at what's going on with your masculine currently. Okay, so I'll be starting off with both decks here. This one's my self-created one, the exposed deck, focused on the masculine, and this is by Mystic Moon, Divine Masculine Revelations. Okay, So general advice, as always, please keep that in mind throughout your reading. And here we go. I do tend to say him or he for the masculine, but, you know, definitely custom tailor it to how it makes sense for you gender-wise. Same applies to the feminine portion of the reading, okay? All right, so divine masculine currently, what's going on there? Okay, so we've got hungry coming through here. This is interesting that this is the bottom card. So the one thing that's jumping out at me could be a masculine who, I'm just feeling conflicting energies, okay? So take this if it applies for your situation. I'm feeling that some of you guys could be married, and there could be a masculine who's wanting to pursue something with someone who is in a committed partnership. I'm getting that for some of you guys. That may or may not, of course, be the case for all of you. It's just part of the vibe that I'm picking up. Let's go ahead and grab a card or two from the Divine Masculine Revelations deck here for you, Gemini. Part of that hungry energy could also be someone's desire to be exclusive in a relationship, that they desire you and they want you and only you. We do see unique. I feel a special bond with you that I've never felt before. Let me grab one more from here and then we'll clarify with some tarot. Okay, so this particular divine masculine could be dreaming about you, divine feminine. I'm actually going to grab a message as well from my Voices deck, Thoughts of Introspection from the Divine Masculine. So let's add some words to this. So a masculine who definitely feels drawn to the feminine. I'm just feeling there could have been some sneakiness going on for some. You know, it's that type of energy where they're fantasizing about you, but you could also be unavailable to them. Divine feminine. Okay. Ooh. Stop comparing me to him. Take that if it applies, of course. All right. So we have a situation, I feel, that might involve either a third party situation, or maybe we might have a situation with a feminine who hasn't exactly gotten over an ex, something like that. Interesting. And then bottom of the deck, we have this card here. I know we haven't talked in a while. I would really like to change that. I miss hearing your voice. Okay, so this is a masculine who thinks about you, wants to talk to you, misses your voice, divine feminine. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot to clarify this. I'll be pulling from my Illuminated Star Tarot. I'm currently revising this one, so it's not in my deck shop right now, but I will let you guys know as soon as it is. All right, so focusing on the masculine's current energy. They still feel drawn to the feminine. This could also be a masculine who had issues with monogamy. You know, I can't make this up, guys. Look at this. This is the card that's coming through, the Three of Swords. So we are seeing either a third party or a love triangle situation where somebody got hurt here. This could be a partnership now that is in separation. Either it broke up a marriage or it created a lot of drama. Okay, stop comparing me to him. There's a particular masculine here that's wanting the feminine to know. It's like, look, I'm not like that person who might have hurt you. You know, so it could be somebody else that's coming through here wanting you to know, divine feminine, if you did get hurt through a love triangle situation or somebody who just wasn't capable of being faithful. Okay, there's someone else that's coming through in this reading letting you know that they are capable of being faithful, that they're into monogamy, you know, that they have the capability to offer this to you. They feel this special, unique bond with you. Okay. but I just kind of feel that there could be a bit of drama here, and that there might even be someone from the feminine's past who wants to reconnect and to talk. You know, you guys haven't interacted in a while, it seems. We do have the Strength card. You could also be dealing with a Leo, or cross-watching, for example, a divine masculine Gemini here, you know, however way that's coming through. So this is about bravery, compassion, inner strength in the upright. And after having gone through such a difficult time with this Three of Swords, because it's painful, you know, perhaps this could be the feminine needing to be able to tap into your inner strength to be able to sever ties with somebody that you love or are attracted to. But if it is a third-party situation, then that more than likely will not end well here. Again, I cannot make up what's coming through here, guys. I've shuffled this deck so many times. We've got the Tower card. Look what's next, okay? Seven of Swords. So there was some sort of betrayal here. We've got deception and cheating going on with the Seven of Swords. All right, so more than likely, Divine Feminine, this is somebody that you're no longer with at this point, but they think about you. They miss you. This could be a third party who's still thinking of you. They're still hungry for you. They're still craving for you. So this is a masculine who's coming through with this type of energy. But we also have another situation, perhaps a totally different scenario, with somebody else, a masculine coming in, letting the feminine know that despite what you've been through in the past, getting hurt, in however way that might have happened, whether it was a love triangle or not, that's not them. That's not how they operate. You know, so try to get past comparing them to somebody who did hurt you. I feel that's coming through for somebody. We also have the Page of Cups. All right, so we might have a masculine representing a water sign here, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We've got air energy representing itself here. So we might have a masculine Gemini who was the one that ended up cheating or deceiving the feminine and creating this Three of Swords, which is so painful. Okay, it is heartbreak. And then here's the lost foundation and the connection that created a separation. But I feel this experience is meant to teach this masculine a huge lesson. That is what I'm feeling there. We do have the Hangman, okay? So more than likely, this is a connection where you guys decided to either part ways, or maybe Divine Feminine, you let go of this masculine. But this is a person, a Divine Masculine, who wants to get past all of what happened, you know, that might have broken you guys up, created Tower moments, Three of Swords, heartbreak. They want to be able to look towards what you guys can build together in the future, but it can't happen unless you guys are on the same page here. We clearly see conflict. Okay, so the Five of Swords right there. Conflict, competition, sneakiness. That's what's going on with this masculine currently. So let's just say, Divine Feminine, that you dealt with a Divine Masculine who cheated on you, and there was a third-party situation. They're still doing that, okay? So they might still be in that type of situation or relationship where they're still interacting with people who are either already married or taken, which is a lot of drama right here. You know, so I feel despite them missing you and thinking about you and wanting to reconnect, I don't feel that my feminines are going to accept that, you know, to be able to just be breadcrumbed and not really being able to be given anything substantial, you know? So that's what I am currently getting from this masculine. So let's grab some words, you know, let's take a look and see what this masculine wants to be able to convey to the feminine here. I was going to totally use a different deck, but the way this reading is going, I'm guided to a different deck altogether. Okay, so let me open this up here. Luckily, it's in my drawer here. Keeping it close. Okay, so I'm going to use my Thinking Man Oracle here. Some words from the masculine. What are they thinking? What are they feeling when it comes to the connection with the feminine here? You and I, it's time. Okay, so they still think of the two of you as being a couple, still connected somehow. They haven't exactly let go of the idea. Let's see what else. What else does this masculine want to say? I'll be there. Okay, so if there was a third-party situation sneaking around, this masculine was not there for you, Divine Feminine. They had one foot out the door. They were interacting with somebody else. But this time, they're telling you, if perhaps giving them a second chance to come back, that they're going to be there for you in the way you need them to be. Okay, let's grab another one. Okay. I'm pretty good at not catching feelings. So don't think you're going to get me to fall in love with you. My heart doesn't operate that way. And perhaps you picked up off of that vibe from your masculine, Divine Feminine. You know, that they weren't into their emotions. They weren't really looking to fall in love, which could explain why they could have been messing around, sneaking around, allowing other people to be in the equation. You know, let me grab one more here. One more, and then we'll clarify that with some tarot. Okay, if you could rip my heart open, you'd know how devastated I am that we're not together right now. Basically, they're still hurting, but, you know, some of you guys might even be saying, you know what, they deserve it because of what they did to me, or because they broke my heart, they cheated on me, etc., etc. You know, and this masculine could certainly have learned their karma, gotten their piece of karma, teaching them a lesson. And we're going to be taking a look at that later on in the reading as well. You know, the lessons that need to be learned. I feel life kind of handed this masculine something pretty harsh, a harsh experience. Perhaps they ended up getting their own heart broken because of what they've done, or just getting into casual relationships that didn't pan out into anything, third-party situations, all of that stuff, you know? So let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. Let's see what else we can find out when it comes to the masculine's feelings. All right, Divine Masculine. And one thing that the Tower does bring forward is a lesson, you know, lessons that are learned, because there's nowhere else to go but up. Look at that. We've got the Three of Wands. So truly that's part of the direction that already came through. We see that right here. Okay, it already came forward. So I feel perhaps this is a masculine who's really wanting to convey to the feminine. It's like, look, I know how I was in the past, and I just want to be able to look past that if possible, move forward from it, show you that I'll be there for you this time, that I'm ready to open up my heart to you, all of those things. And check this out. This is the second time that we're seeing the Strength card. So if you're not hearing from this person, even though they want so badly to reach out and talk to you, Divine Feminine, perhaps they are allowing their fears to get in the way of communicating, but they want to. Okay, check that out. We have the Eight of Cups. So Divine Feminine, perhaps you walked away from this masculine and they're finding it difficult to just take action to be able to communicate with you as much as they want to. So will they ultimately be able to? Look at that. The Empress, followed by the Ace of Swords. So they know part of this clarity and breakthrough from that Ace of Swords is this masculine needs to recognize that if they are to win you back, Divine Feminine, knowing full well that you represent that Empress energy, that they're going to have to come towards you with the type of vibe where they are your emperor. nothing less than that, because you're not going to accept them back in if they really can't come towards you correct, you know? And then we do have the Temperance. Some of you guys could also be dealing with a Sagittarian here, or you could be the Sagittarian. So this is about restoring harmony, balance, and peace in the situation. All of it is going to take time. Temperance representing Sagittarius. So, you know, there's a possibility that maybe later on this year is when things can come back into balance and be more peaceful and tranquil between the two of you. But definitely when it comes to this masculine, a part of their vibe, a part of their desire is to want to reconcile with the feminine. That is what we're seeing here. Okay, so that's the opening message. Let's go ahead and grab some insight focusing on the feminine now and see how the divine feminine is feeling about all this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Exposed 2 deck, focusing on the feminine now. Okay, angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on the divine feminine for this Gemini reading. All right, feminine, you are independent, okay? You're not afraid to do your own thing. Okay, let's go ahead and grab an additional card from the Moody Moon Messages deck, honoring the cycle of the divine feminine. This one's by Sister Moon Tarot. So I feel my feminines are more empowered. You could be single maybe at this point, or you're just really empowered within your life, yourself, you know, kind of doing your own thing. Or at least working on that. Ooh, we've got a couple cards coming through here. We have horny. Pleasuring myself is still not enough. And then we have jealousy. This jealousy makes me feel like an awful person. So here's the thing. For those of you who might be dealing with a masculine who might have moved on to another person, you guys are not together, there could be a part of you that is jealous that they are with somebody else. But at the same time, you're trying to focus on your own independence and trying to be strong and do your own thing, I feel. So we also have this horny card coming through there. Take that as it applies. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some words now. And perhaps, you know, if you are seeing somebody else at this point, divine feminine, that could also be an indication that we have a masculine who's jealous of the fact that you're with somebody else. It could be that way too. And when they pleasure themselves, you know, it's just not the same. There's something about the connection, perhaps, that really fulfills either party here. All right, so let's grab a card from the Voices 2 deck now. Some words from the feminine here. Okay. Don't leave me in the dark, because someone else will recognize the light I hold within my heart. Absolutely. But I have a feeling that that happened, you know, with Tower moments and third-party situations and that Three of Swords. I feel that's exactly what happened. You know, that you were left in the dark, that perhaps you were dealing with a masculine who was hiding things from you, especially if it had something to do with a third party, you know, and somebody will absolutely recognize the value that you represent. So let's go ahead and clarify that with some tarot once again. This time I'll be pulling from my Celestial Cosmos Tarot, focusing on the divine feminine. So if you haven't already moved on to somebody else, feminines, I feel that's not going to be an issue for you. We do have the Hermit. Some of you guys could just be single at this point. We kind of picked that up for this card right here as well. you know, spending time on your own, maybe using this time to just focus on you, on your growth, on your own healing, you know, soul searching, as we can see right there, being able to just value the time that you spend, you know, every second with yourself, to be able to find value in you, enjoying your own company at this point in time. That's a part of your growth. Part of your desire still, though, as the Hermit's energy, is there might still be a part of you somewhere in your heart space where you still think of your masculine and wondering perhaps, you know, what things would be like if you guys were to get back together, you know, so that could be the case as well. Or you're single as a result of, unfortunately, a masculine who got themselves in another relationship. It could be, again, a third party. And this is simply clarifying here with the Six of Cups, Divine Feminine, that you are feeling nostalgic when it comes to your masculine. You do think about them, okay, regardless of how things have unfolded between the two of you. Okay, Nine of Wands, Ten of Swords. So this is clarifying here that the relationship did end and it hurt. Okay, so this could be you needing time to yourselves, as I've mentioned, to simply heal, simply to value the time that you have on your own. And the Nine of Wands is also another card clarifying that you've been hurt by somebody and it really did test you, this type of experience. But it's also a card of resilience and knowing that you will overcome all of these things that you've been through, however difficult they might be, that you will overcome that you will be able to enjoy life once again, and you're going to get into another relationship, especially if you are independent, solo, and single at this point in time. Love will find you again. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles. That could have been what was lacking in the relationship, which is why it ended, because it's very difficult for somebody to give you their all if they're not giving you their all. You know, it's like they had one foot out the door, and third-party situations creates that type of thing. You know, I can't make this up, as I've mentioned. Check this out. Four of Pentacles. Keywords: jealous and controlling. Okay, so maybe you represent the jealous type, perhaps, Divine Feminine, or you could have been dealing with somebody who was very controlling and the jealous type. It, again, could go either way. We do have the Nine of Cups, wishes fulfilled, realizing dreams right here. So I feel when it comes to the feminine, you certainly have certain dreams, goals, hopes, wishes that you would like fulfilled. When it comes to a masculine who disappointed you, who hurt you, perhaps that was not meant to manifest in your life, but just know that there is someone who is meant to come in who really can bring you that happiness, you know? So continue to work on yourself. That's a part of the energy that's coming through here. Seven of Pentacles, hard work pays off. You know, so as long as you're dedicating that time and energy towards your growth and your healing, you will be able to overcome. And this is a card letting you know that it will take time, but the eventual outcome could be quite positive for you. You could also be dealing with a Pisces here. We've got the Seven of Cups. So I feel for my feminines that part of the message that's coming through here is you needed to let a masculine go because there was infidelity, there was sneaking around, they weren't giving fully to the connection. You could have been dealing with somebody who was very difficult to deal with, the jealous type. They might have also had a bit of a temper, whatever the reason might be. So this is something that you needed to create distance and space between the two of you so you could just think. And that's what this Hermit energy is all about. You know, spending time on your own without any chaotic energy surrounding you and just being able to figure things out in the silence, you know? And I feel you certainly will have these options, these choices in love, in romance, and other parts of your life. And they're going to be good ones, I feel, and you've already learned the lessons tied into what didn't work for you. So I feel that most of the choices that will be coming in, or at least the opportunities when it comes to romantic partnerships, you're going to know which ones you're gravitating towards and which ones you need to not even indulge in, you know? Look at that. We've got the Ace of Swords. So you're being given that clarity as well, Divine Feminine, to get behind that wheel of your life and just direct it to where you need it to go, you know, because this is going to create a situation for you that will put you on a path where you're successful. So if you've experienced relationships that just weren't very nice, you know, for lack of a better word, you finally making the right choices for yourself, you're going to find that things are going to smooth out, I feel, moving forward. You have the power to cut people out that don't deserve to be a part of your journey, okay? You've already been here with the Five of Swords, disagreements, competition, those love rivals, third-party situations. That's no longer something that you would entertain, I feel. You've already experienced that, Tower moments and heartbreak. So I feel you're in control, Divine Feminine. This makes sense as well. You know, situations that aren't going to go any further because you put a stop to it more than likely, you know, or it was a blessing that maybe it came to an end, because if you've experienced that, and that seems to be how it's coming through in this reading, more than likely you either put a stop to it, walked away from it, or it could have been a mutual decision. But I feel it's more of a blessing because this is life directing you onto a path where you really are meant to find your happiness in life. Okay? So that's what's coming through there. Now I want to go ahead and grab some words, actually, on behalf of the feminine as well. I'll be pulling from my Woman's Intuition Oracle. So let's see what comes through here. The Divine Feminine's feelings for Gemini. All right, let's see. You are my ultimate fantasy. Okay. Look at the next card, guys. She's not the one for you. And yet we've seen in a situation where we have a masculine who pursued that person anyway, you know, and we clearly see the whole reference to desiring intimacy and, you know, wanting to be with that particular someone, but they're experiencing those intimate moments with somebody else. I love you. I want you. I need you. And lastly, you were a damn hard lesson to learn, you know, but the fact of the matter is, if you resonate with this, Divine Feminine, you learned the lesson. You know what to avoid. You know what it is that you want. You know what it is that you are willing to accept in your life. And you know what it is that you're not willing to put up with, you know. So if you have a masculine who decided that the grass was greener on the other side, that's their lesson to learn if it ended up not working out for them, you know? So I really feel, even though you still desire your masculine, Divine Feminine, you're coming through as someone way more empowered at this point, and you're not going to settle for crumbs. Okay? So let's go ahead and grab some tarot to go along with that. I'll be pulling from my tarot teacher. This one's the revised edition. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the Divine Feminine, for this Gemini reading. All right, what do we need to know? Look at that, Two of Cups. So, you know, there could be a scenario too for some of my feminines where you really do see this particular someone as your soulmate. This is your person. And yet they ended up, unfortunately, pursuing somebody else. That's just how it's coming through here. Here we are again with the Six of Pentacles. So you see, in order for a relationship to make it, there has to be equality. There has to be equal give and take. And here you are saying, she's not the one for you. I'm the one for you. And yet they're not with you more than likely because they pursued a relationship with somebody else. Five of Wands. We've already seen that energy, okay? Competition, rivalry, conflict, tension, arguments, struggles. So, I love you, I want you, I need you. And yet, they're spending time with someone else. That is what's coming through here, Divine Feminine. So yeah, definitely a lesson to learn. And I'm really happy to see this though. Okay, Ace of Swords. And this is simply clarifying with that Three of Swords that you ended up getting your heart broken. That was the damn hard lesson that needed to be learned. And so you now know what it's like to have experienced that, and you're not wanting to revisit that type of heartbreak. And so here we are with the Ace of Swords giving you the necessary clarity to make better decisions for yourself and to cut people out that would bring you these crumbs, that would end up hurting you in this way. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Ten of Wands, which makes sense for me because this could be this heavy burden that you have been carrying with you, Divine Feminine, and it's truly time to release it. It's time to let it go. It's not even worth stressing out over this person, because I feel the universe is wanting to direct you onto a very different direction here. So trust where you're being guided. Trust your intuition. That's a part of the High Priestess energy right there. Just remember where you've been. Ten of Swords. It fell apart for a reason. It collapsed. It's time to sever ties with this person and check out these cards. Ace of Wands. Okay. The Fool. Six of Swords. It's a progression. Okay, so Ace of Wands, it's a new beginning. So is the Fool's energy, you know, believing enough in yourself that you deserve better. It's time for you to take action, Divine Feminine, to be able to claim that for yourself. But there is healing that needs to happen first. Take as much time as you need in order to be able to get to a place where you're more comfortable re-exploring love and the choices that you would have before you, because we have an Emperor who will be at that destination once you're ready. So move on from somebody who hurt you and entangled you in drama here, because we have this Emperor who wants to be able to be with the Empress here, and you represent that Empress. Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the future energies when it comes to love, when it comes to romance for you, Gemini. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle. This is the revised edition. Okay. Future energies for Gemini. And definitely stick around to the end of this video if you are single and unattached, because we're going to be doing a reading for singles as well. Okay. All right, we have a timing situation here. Okay. Let's see. There's this need to say goodbye to the past. Wow. We have love notes. Okay. Divine Feminine, you're represented by this card. Okay. So let's read through these. Timing. Life is so simple for some people. They meet someone, they fall in love, get married, and live happily ever after. With us, it wasn't as simple. We met, we became friends, and more than friends. But life had other plans, other commitments, other obligations. It wasn't our time. Perhaps in our next lifetime it will be. Now, for some of you, this is the lifetime to reconnect with your somebody, whoever that is. And then we have the need to say goodbye to the past. Isn't that interesting? You know, what's done is done. What happened is in the past. We can't go back and change it. you know, and so we have this verbiage as well. This was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, to leave the past behind, to move on. The past is where you and I were, where the good memories live, where my dreams of us fell apart. Our time together is over, and I need to find the strength to just say it. Goodbye. You know? So timing issues and the need to really release the past, because the future is waiting for you, you know? Wow. And then this one is self-explanatory, love notes, I love you. And then we have her. Okay, we are all beautiful and unique in our own way, yet we are all the same. We love, we live, we laugh, we dream, we cry, we hope, we hurt, we heal. And based off of what has come through in this reading, I really feel that that's quite appropriate, and that this card is coming through. Don't underestimate our strength, for we are powerful. We can move mountains, make dreams come true, and win the battles that matter. We can give birth to ideas, inspiration, and leaders who can bring change. That's such a powerful message coming through for the feminines. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify this stuff here. I'll be pulling from my Yummy Tarot. So farewell to the past, focus on the future. And you can find so much love in your life. All right, let's see. The Hermit is coming through again. Okay, some of you guys could be dealing with a Virgo specifically, but I feel for those of you that relate to this message, whether you are masculine, whether you are feminine, I really feel take the time to heal. Take the time to go within yourself for that guidance that only you will be able to welcome into your heart, and to know that that's right for you, you know. Wow, Two of Wands, two paths. We have the Four of Wands representing a twin flame connection, representing a make-a-wish type vibe. You know, that 1111 number is quite prominent when it comes to this card. Make a wish, guys, it might just manifest for you. It could also be telling you that finally, after releasing the past and getting back onto the right path, that life will finally be taking you where you're meant to be, and to be able to find that happiness, as I've mentioned. You know, because the choice is yours at the end of the day, Gemini. You've got your own free will. Everybody does. So the Two of Wands here, you can have the future that you desire, but you also have to be able to make the right choice to get there, because a couple paths will be presented to you. One of those paths perhaps could be more focused on the past, but you're clearly being directed to go a different way here, you know, and go a different path so that you can find what you're looking for. Here's our Ace of Swords. Okay, you can be successful. You can be victorious. You are powerful, and you need to recognize the power that you hold within yourself to find that love that you seek. And perhaps that especially more so for the feminines. We have another ace. I love it. Okay, so money matters looks good for Gemini. Okay, and so if you've struggled in that area, perhaps this is a change that's coming in for you. Abundance and prosperity. This, however, is also an indication of a new beginning. Yes, a fresh start, but it's also known to deliver a solid offer of some sort, whether that's your work environment, whether that is your romantic partnerships. Okay, but this is a really good energy. There's this very new vibe that's representing what you've let go of. You know, goodbye to the past, hello to the present, and moving on to the future. So I really like how that's coming forward there. We've got the Three of Cups. So there is a celebration. There is this new energy that's coming in. It is a very positive vibe. It's happiness. It's your friends. It's your tribe. It's your family. You know, it's a new beginning and a cause to celebrate something in your life. So we are focusing on future energies. So that looks great, the way that's coming through. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Six of Wands, all very nice cards here. We've got the Star, I love it. We've got the Chariot, Six of Swords, yes. And to be able to walk away from the past. I feel that that really is the message. You know, don't hold on to past baggage, because I feel you will eventually attract a person who can give you what it is that you're looking for, and you guys are both equally giving to each other. One person isn't working harder than the other, you know. And Six of Wands, of course, representing victory and success. That can apply to every aspect of your life, not just love. We have the Star representing the fact that your hopes and wishes are recognized by the universe, and it has every possibility of manifesting. And even though we've already seen earlier that we have a Two of Swords, we do have the Chariot representing movement. So even though certain things aren't moving, especially I feel for my feminines, you know, there's a reason for that at this point in time, but it's not always going to be like that. I feel when the time is right, things are going to start creating movement and there will be progress. There is this need to move on. There is this need to let go, this need to transition away from the past and what no longer is working for you, you know. So walk away from things or people or situations where you know it's done. Okay, that's what's coming through there. Okay, guys, so I wanted to grab some cards from my Harsh Truth deck here. Okay, so focusing on the lessons that need to be learned, whether they are lessons for you to learn or person that you're thinking about. All right, so I'm guided to pull 4. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So let's see. Just do it. Don't procrastinate. Just go for it. Remember, it's their loss, not yours. Yes. Don't dish it out if you can't handle the heat, because you might be the one who gets burned. Amen. Yes. No one can trust your gut better than your own intuition. Isn't that the truth, right? So let's go ahead and clarify that. This time I'll be pulling from my 10 Yellow Tarot deck. So if you've been hesitant to go for something, now is perhaps the time to just take action. And there really is this reference to you being able to trust your intuition. Oh my gosh, 8 of Cups, look at that. Just do it, walk away. You know it's time. Divine Feminines, look at that. You're being directed to put up these boundaries. Remember, it's their loss, not yours. Okay, so no regrets, time to move on. And here's the Chariot once again, letting you know that you have a triumphant outcome that's coming in for you. And then we've got a couple of cards here, the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. Both energies from these cards representing intuition and that intuitive nature. So I really feel my feminines, that's where it's at. No one can trust your gut better than your own intuition. This is speaking, I really feel, to my feminines, you know, so trust what you're feeling, especially with whatever's going on in your life. And it goes way beyond just your love life. Okay? So finally, let's get into the last section for this reading. So we're going to be focusing on messages on behalf of singles. All right, Gemini singles. So let's go ahead and grab some letters that could be significant for you or the person that you connect with. All right, let's go ahead and see what that would be. It could be initials. It could be a combination of both of your names. Let's see. So we're starting off with an F. I'm pulling from a couple of alphabet decks here that could be significant. We do have A. We have Q coming through. Okay, we've got a whole bunch coming out here. We've got V. We have P, I, and an E. Excuse me. Let's grab a few more here. We have a T. All right, and then we've got J, as well as a W. So if any of those letters play a significant role, especially once you connect with somebody in particular, then, you know, you can always go back and watch this and see if any of these letters jump out for you. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some zodiacs. It could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus for you and the person that you end up connecting with. All right, so this particular deck here, it does have duplicates. So somebody could have a very significant zodiac sign that stands out. So we'll see. All right, so for Gemini, well, we're starting off with Capricorn. And of course, any of these zodiacs could be signs that are significant in your chart as well. We do have Sagittarius coming through. I'm going to pull 6 cards from here. Check this out. We've got Capricorn. So somebody could have double Capricorn. You guys could both have Capricorn representation in your chart. We also have Aquarius coming through here, Gemini. Let's see what else. Let's grab a couple more cards. We have Scorpio coming through as well. And check it out. There's your own Gemini energy. So you could also connect with another Gemini individual. All right, so those are the zodiacs that might play a prominent role for singles. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some descriptions here of what this person might be like. So I've combined my Enlightened Mystery Oracle Volume 1 and 2 to give you some ideas as to who this person might be. So we'll grab some cards from here for Gemini. If I can shuffle these. All right, here we go. Okay, we're starting off with your ideal mate is very romantic. So this could certainly be one of those connections where it's like a fairy tale, you know, very romantic in nature. We've got Leo coming through. So in addition to the signs that we've already picked up, we also have Leo presenting itself. Your ideal mate will be loyal and true to you always. That's nice. So this is somebody that you can trust. And perhaps if you've experienced infidelity or third-party situations in your love life, you know, which certainly could have been the case for some of you, then this person coming in won't be able to test you in that way. So they are coming through as somebody that you can trust. They are loyal to the partnership. They're not looking to be in and out of your life. Your ideal mate loves to sing and dance. That could be something that you both enjoy or something that you have in common. Your ideal partner will be a good mother or father to your future child or children. So if that's something that interests you and something of a concern maybe for some of you that thought that you had that with somebody else and it ended up not panning out in that way, perhaps you guys could build a family together. Your person is a social butterfly and is always the life of the party. You could also connect with this person at a social gathering perhaps, okay? Your future love will be between the age of 21 to 30. That could be for some of you guys. Let's grab a few more. Your person's birthday will be in January. So if that is the case for some of you, then that could be Capricorn or Aquarius, and that's already been reflected through the zodiac signs that we saw already. All right, let's grab 2 more. Your future love will be with you forever. So that goes back to the loyalty and somebody who will be true to you. And this is someone who's going to stick around. And one last one. Take this only if this interests you, because this may not apply to everybody. It does say your ideal partner is your ex. Life will find a way to bring you back together when the time is right. So take that if it makes sense. If there's still a part of you that still cares for and loves your ex, and maybe there's a part of you that would want to entertain that. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional messages for singles here. Okay, let me grab these cards and put them away. All right, so I'm guided to pull from my dating scene oracle here. The good, the bad, and everything in between. Let's go ahead and see who's coming towards you, or who it is that you need to be mindful of or steer clear from. Especially, you know, once you're ready to open yourself up to the possibility of love again. All right. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini singles. Young and carefree. Okay, so we did get the reference to the age between 21 to 30, I believe. And some of you guys could be younger than that, you know. But this is a really nice energy for some of you that's coming through. What else for Gemini singles? Somebody could be a dog lover. Maybe that's something you both have in common. We have tightwad. Okay, the ultimate penny pincher. So this isn't somebody that likes to share their income or finances. That might also create a situation where you guys end up fighting about money. So just be mindful of situations like that. All right, let's see what else for Geminis. Secret lovers, okay. That could actually turn into a complicated situation if it's, for example, sneaking around or a third-party situation, something along those lines. So these are things that you need to watch out for, as well as bringing up positive experiences that could come towards you, okay? Let's grab one or two more here. Look at this, guys. We've got puppy love. We clearly see the dog lover. Maybe you guys both love dogs in particular, but it does say puppy love because it's not about the puppy. It's about the connection that this person would feel with you. That's interesting. All right, one more card for Gemini singles. We also have workaholic, no time to play. All right, so I feel you guys might run into a situation here where one person is, you know, coming through as this young and carefree person, and then you've got the other one who's all about their work environment. They're throwing all of their energy into work and not so much the relationship. So just things to be mindful of. And then we did see the reference to the ex relationship. So that could have been what drove you guys apart as well. So let's clarify this for you, Gemini singles. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Luna Tarot deck here. What else do we need to know for singles? Yeah, you definitely know what it's like to have a relationship crumble and fall apart. We've got the Tower, so more than likely this could, of course, have something to do with this ex situation, clarifying that you guys are not together. We do have nightmares popping up, anxieties, you know, possibly depression, Nine of Swords. That could be something that you relate to, Gemini, especially, you know, if you've been single a while or you're traumatized by what happened through this Tower moment with an ex, someone from your past. And some of you guys might also be stressing out that you're single, it's been a while, and, you know, maybe you're concerned that you're never going to find the right kind of love for you. Okay, it could be that type of energy. Now check this out. We've got the Judgment card. We've got the Eight of Swords. This is definitely picking up off of a situation where you ended up getting hurt, or for some of you, maybe you ended up breaking someone's heart. It could go either way. And somebody's all up in their head about love, romance, either about an ex or about the idea of just finding love overall. We have the Judgment card right here. So this is picking up off of past energy. So more than likely, it's got something to do with that ex. I'm just kind of feeling that it's clarifying between the two of you that it's not going anywhere at this time. We do have a stalemate situation, but there is communication that's probably going to come in. Either you do the reaching out or somebody reaches out to you. This is someone from your past. There could be an apology. There could be this opportunity to just sit down and talk, either find closure or to be able to move on from where you guys have been in the past. And if the desire is to work it out and come back together and try again, that certainly is possible. Okay, but I feel this is one of those situations that's going to take time to be worked out or to heal. So look at that. You know, we have the Eight of Cups, which is about walking away. So it is reminding you that perhaps situations that aren't going anywhere, it might not even be worth revisiting that, okay? Because we can't help but focus on this one card that came through, where some of you guys might feel that your ideal person is your ex, but that might also be very mental. You know, you're trying to convince yourself that it's your ex, but in reality it really isn't. Or they're trying to convince themselves that it's you, but really it's not. So it's time to walk away from things that created that tower, you know? And this is the next card. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is about being able to manifest something fresh, something new in your life. Perhaps that could represent a new love that's coming in with somebody who really is focused on being able to invest fully in a relationship, not someone who's going to create a third party or sneaking around and cheating and all that stuff. And in order to bring in something more solid here. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for singles. I feel you guys have a lot of potential as far as what it is that you can bring into your life. It's just that it's time to move past painful experiences like tower moments and heartbreak, such as the Three of Swords right here. All right, so I'll leave that there, guys. Just a few announcements before I click off here. So just a reminder to follow us on Twitter and Twitch. That would definitely mean a lot to us to be able to grow those platforms. And if you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info, as always, is down below in the description box. If you're interested in any of the decks that you see here today, that, of course, will be down below also. And please don't forget to like, share, and comment. That certainly helps our channel to continue to grow and to thrive. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.